I caught up with the crew at City Skylines 2 in the sky. Check this out. Welcome to one of the most terrifying interviews I've ever done in my life. We are like 400 feet above Cologne, and I'm joined by Maddie Johnson from Paradox Interactive. And she is way too comfortable up here. She's been like pulling her chair back, going like flat all the way, and I'm spinning, which I do not want to do. By the way, I've just had my hands on this table. It's not gonna help at all. There's also, you may hear some cars going by.
Yep.
But thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for daring this, I don't know, climb.
It's actually terrifying. I thought I'd be okay up here. I've skydived before. I was like, oh, I'll be fine. This is it's wobbling. No, it's fine. Let's get into the game, and then we get back on solid ground a little bit faster. But City Skylines 2, first of all, when are people going to be able to get their hands on it?
So the game is going to be out at 6 p.m. on the 24th of October this year.
Okay, brilliant. All right, and let's just go straight into the gameplay.
Yep.
I want to know all the new features that we've got from City Skylines 1. I've already seen there's an American football field.
Yes. No players though, right now. Practice is over.
So one of the big parts I know is that there are individual storylines. Just like our lives, everyone in the game has their own little story and own little journeys.
Yep.
How's that gonna work?
So every single person, every single citizen is simulated, just like the first game.
Yep.
They're all, fully simmed out. So this is Ashton.
She's a teen,
She's
well-educated.
Yep. You can see where she lives. So we can go here. So she lives here on 14 Cozy Lane, which is very nice. There's a bunch of other families that live in her house. Maybe we can check some of them out. Let's see, Kendall, we've got Brett, we've got Ashton, we've got Albert, Ophelia, Diane, and Debbie.
I feel like we have to also try and find someone like from the Xbox team, like someone with their name.
Okay,
and then try and find their see what they're up to.
Or we can do even one better. We can find somebody that just looks a little, oh yeah, this guy, and then we just rename him. What do you want? What should we name him?
Wait, hold on. Let's just go through his what he is. Right, he's citizen. He's going home. He's an adult.
Yep. He's
well educated.
And wealthy.
He's wealthy.
Yep.
Primrose Street employees, a specialist. Right, who are we going to do this? You know who I think we do this, right? Just because he's very well educated. Henry.
And then we'll follow him. So any big life updates, like sometimes when they change addresses, when they move, when they get married, or when they get divorced, it shows up here.
That is awesome.
Yeah. You can always find them. So then they're just in this list forever.
So you can actually follow them through their entire life.
Yeah. So if we found a child, we could, from basically birth until
see what they turn up.
Yeah.
What kind of crimes can they commit?
There is actually a lot of crime.
We need to find a criminal to make a Sam.
That feels like a personal attack, and I like it.
I love Sam. So, one of the big features that fans are really excited about is the road AI. Can we get a bit more into that? Because there seems to be a lot of road options.
There are a ton of road options. I mean, not thinking about the roads themselves, which is like a huge upgrade, just how they work, how you draw them, how you can build them, and just the customization that exists with the new roads. It's also how smart the AI is. So like the traffic AI, it sort of looks ahead. In the first game, it was more of like, oh, I'll just go from A to B. Shortest path, done. But in this game, they can look ahead and they'll be like, oh yeah, the path that I was gonna go on, now the road's clogged. So now I just want to take another path, and then they rethink it. I mean, it's just smarter. It's just smarter.
We'll just out of interest, would like certain people like get attached to certain routes, so they might have their favorite route?
I mean, they'll probably choose a pretty similar one unless they encounter a traffic accident or like a clogged road.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's cool. Right, another one of the big reasons to play is map expansions.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. So the map is about 5 times bigger.
Yep.
And you can, unlike the first game, unlock almost every single tile on this map. So you can see how big it is.
Oh my God.
The city that we've been looking at is probably like, I don't know, 12 tiles or something in the middle here. And then you can expand all the way to the edge of the map and all over. So if you want, I'm gonna buy the rest of this island. You can just, okay, I don't have enough money. But in the theory, you can just buy all the map tiles that you would want.
Buy it all, build the biggest city possible, it all connects.
Good God.
That is huge.
Yeah, another big change is also that you can select tiles that aren't connected. So if you wanted to, you can just pick a city along the highway. So like, where's the highway? Right here. You can just pick this tile,
Yeah.
and then you could build a satellite city.
So it can just be its own individual thing that's not
Exactly.
connected anywhere else.
Yep.
Could you then like build, I don't know, like build an airport that can then fly to
Yeah,
other
yeah.
cities within that?
Yes.
So you can kind of like create this own micro continent.
You could build. I mean, it's one of my favorite things to build in the game is to build these very separate things, and now I can do that even more realistically.
That's awesome. So just like us individually, we all
Yeah.
have our own life path.
Yes, they do.
How does that work in City Skylines 2? And how's it going to impact like whether they stay in your city or not? Because
Yeah.
like, you know, we all move around. Like,
Yes.
you lived in America at one point. You're now here.
Throwing in those small bits of trivia. No, I like it. A big thing about this city is just how complex the economy is.
Yeah.
And something that really affects where people move, where they live, where they work, all of those things. So if there aren't enough jobs where their economy is suffering, like their personal economy, each family has their own economy simulated. And if that economy is suffering, they might find a city on the outside, move out of your city if they find better opportunities somewhere else.
It's going to make me sad. Everyone's going to leave my city.
Not if you take care of them.
I will try, but they'll still leave. Okay, now we've got to talk, especially as an Englishman. It's a subject we love.
Yes.
We have to talk about the weather.
Weather, yeah.
How does the weather work in the game?
So the weather is a lot more simulated. I think it's the same amount of weather, but one thing that we've really improved on is like the ambiance, like the sound more than anything, I would say. The thunder scared me the first time I heard it. It felt like it was like just right next to me. The audio it impacts how immersive anything is so much.
100%.
So much. And both obviously the simulation is better, they look better, but also the sound is just so cool.
It just kind of brings you into it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So when it's like raining, heavy rain, you kind of want to get inside, get indoors.
Exactly.
Or like Henry's going to be sprinting to his mansion.
Exactly. Just imagine.
Okay, city services. What are they going to look like in City Skylines 2?
So we have a ton of them. Most of them are just improved versions of their old ones. Let's see, which one do you want to look at?
Oh,
We've got hospitals, education, garbage,
I feel like we've got to go with the police.
police.
We mentioned crime earlier on.
We did. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, here.
Oh, look at all this. Oh, you get all the
Yeah.
22 criminals in jail.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty small city. But yeah, this is a police station. Super cool. But one of the coolest things is that you can add extensions to most of your service buildings.
Yep.
So in the first game, it was like, oh, I have to place like 50 of these in like a big city. You had so many police stations. But now you could just get one base building and then expand upon it.
Oh, so you can build like loads of like subtle buildings that then just like add to it.
There are all these service stations have like different expansions, mostly relating to size or what they can provide. So maybe the big fire station has a helicopter pad for fire helicopters, for example. So that it allows for a lot of expansion very easily.
And customization, so depending on what your city needs, you can add it and then you'll have it. That's amazing.
But it also means that you can focus, you can like customize, you can min-max a little bit your city.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of crime, so let's expand only on,
We need a lot more police. We need police choppers, right?
Exactly.
We need choppers. There's a lot of car chases happening in our city. We need choppers.
Yes, exactly.
It's so bizarre though, like looking from like this view, because I've been very fortunate to go to, I think this is my 8th Gamescom.
Yeah.
And I've seen the city in many ways, but I've never seen it like this. It's like a view that you'd get in the game. No, but honestly, thank you so much for taking us through City Skylines 2. I really appreciated it. But can we please get down from here?
Let's go.